It's an awesome feeling. I think I think we're taking for granted a little bit right now how big of an accomplishment this is. But it always feels great to go back and to know we get to play one more week with the guys. It's a great feeling.
Have you ever been in a baseball game that was like that? There wasn't a ton of offense. You guys got hit 10 times tonight at the plate.
I can't say I've ever been in a game like that. It's a real interesting one, but I think we took advantage of that, and that was what we did tonight, and we did that well.
Yeah. For you on the mound, a little bit of a slow start. What did it take you to finally find your groove?
I think it was just relying on my fastball a little bit more. I think I was getting a little too cute in that first inning, but that's what happens. Then I went to my fastball and started getting a lot of guys out, and kind of relied on that all night.
You gave up the 1 run in the top of the first. How big was it for you guys to find a way to scratch 2 runs there in the bottom of the first?
It's just really big for our confidence. You never want to go down in a game, especially in a game like this, with this stature. And, to get those 2 runs right away, it just takes a little bit of the pressure off and makes us all feel a little bit better.
You guys go back to state for a third straight year. What does it take to go to a state tournament and get victories?
I think it's going to take playing clean baseball. Every game, every pitch, making all the plays and throwing strikes on the mound, and then on offense, taking what's given and just find a way to score runs.
I don't know. I mean, it's one of those where, again, these guys have overcome a lot. I think Coach Bloom said it best. We've had guys who were fortunate enough to be back there or go the last 2 years. You graduate, a great group of seniors, and then you've got 3 or 4 new guys that are playing, and I think you could see that tonight. You could see a lot of the upperclassmen that played stepping up. Our younger guys. It's the thing that scares me now is the expectation. They got to work. They've still got to work, but I said at the beginning of the year I thought we'd win 13 or 14 games just based on what we had coming back and what we've got. And the boys every day have overcome something, and I'd be remiss without saying we lost our starting catcher about 2 weeks ago, and actually not a week, about a week ago, I guess, and he's coming back. He's fighting through some stuff, but he was here tonight. It was great to see him. He just brings a lot of positive energy, and that's something I think these boys really feed off of. Is they feed off of each other, and I'm just extremely proud of them.
Yeah. You've seen Garrett have a lot of good performances. What do you say about what he did tonight? I mean, it just another workman-like performance.
I think that's the exact word, is the workman. He struggled the first inning against Harlan. He struggled the first inning tonight. Again, I think he'd be the first guy to tell you he didn't have his best stuff, but he had enough, and that's really all we want. Again, I'm just proud of him. I've said this before. He's a great kid, a great leader. The kids look up to him, but he also encourages. He doesn't, bring people down or anything. And I'm so happy for him, and again, so happy for the rest of the boys in the program.
What about your night offensively tonight? The hits weren't there, but you found a way. What can you say about what you did at the plate?
I'll be honest. I mean, I don't think we had bad at bats. We only had 2 hits, but I don't think it was necessarily anything that we did wrong. They made good pitches and got us out when they needed to, and we had a plan coming in, and we executed it, and really that's what it came down to, is execution. So just very proud of the way they did that, because again, those younger guys in a situation like this, I'm ready to go up there. I'm sawdust on the handle and ready to go. So just extremely proud of them, and like I've said before, we did enough to scrape by.
Third straight trip to state. How do you manage the expectations, and how do you get these guys ready to win up there?
We don't have any expectations now. There are no expectations for us. I think getting there right now is what they need to be focused on. I mean, you saw them after the game. It was like, guys, you won, and it was very workmanlike. Just go out there, and like Coach Bloom said, I hope they understand how hard it is to get back there, let alone 3 times in a row. And again, we'll take tomorrow off and figure out what the plan is and try to put something together for next week.